Now, before we get into this, I'd like to quickly talk about our first sponsor, Beam. Yes, we have a sponsor. Now, for a limited time only, you can go down to the description box below and use my referral link. My referral link will give you $5 UAD directly to your bank account. Beam is an app similar to PayPal that launched fairly recently. It uses bank-level encryption to protect your information, and you, the user, must verify each transaction. So if you're interested in making a quick buck, just sign up using the referral code in the description below. After which, you get $5 UAD, and you never have to actually open up the app again, so technically it's free money. If you haven't watched parts 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, watch those parts before this one. The link will be in the description below. Last time, on What If Deku Was a Saiyan. Class 1A head off to the training camps in the woods, then they soon meet the wild pussycats. Then they're set off to rigorous training in the forest. Deku, Chaco, and Bakugo flew over the forest, avoiding the whole thing. After that, they do hardcore training on everyone's quirk. Deku meets Koda, then later that night, Deku follows him to his secret hideout, bringing him food and trying to start a conversation. It worked, and Deku learns that Koda hates heroes, but he doesn't say why. The League of Villains started plotting their attack for the next day. Two villains injure one of the members of the Wild Pussycats. After seeing this, Deku asks if they can use their quirks. All the heroes agree, and they send a signal out letting everyone know that they can use their quirks. Deku swiftly takes out the two villains and heads off knowing that Koda's in a secret hiding spot and might be in trouble. Koda ran into Muscular and started screaming that he's the one that killed his parents. That's when Deku jumps in and grabs Koda. Deku realizes his phone is broken from saving Koda, so he can't call for help and has to take Muscular on himself. Muscular also reveals that they're after Bakugo for some reason. Deku and Muscular go at it, forcing Deku to use the Josu Jitsu ×5. Thinking that he did the finishing blow to Muscular, he drops his guard, and Muscular comes in for a sucker punch. Deku tries to fight back, but Muscular's muscle fibers are too much for him. He tries and tries, but ultimately fails. Throughout the battle, he becomes tired. Muscular uses this to his advantage and starts pummeling Deku. Deku is forced to use the Josu Jitsu ×8, breaking his limits, which catches Muscular off guard. And Deku is able to hit him away, and then launches a few windy vortexes with a little bit of ki blasts. Muscular recovers quickly and dodges all of his attacks. Deku, in a last-ditch effort, tries to use Kyoto Blast, which Muscular proceeds to just run through, slamming Deku into the wall, and ultimately defeating him. As Muscular is about to deal the finishing blow, Koda tries to help him, but this does not help at all. Muscular drops Deku and just throws Koda off the cliff. Deku is enraged by what just happened and feels a strange power within him. As Muscular is about to land the finishing blow, he gets pushed back by sheer force of wind. Clouds begin to form and lightning hits the forest. Everyone sees this and hears the loud thunder, questioning what's happening. The pebbles on the ground near Deku start to rise. The whole forest starts to shake like an earthquake. Everyone is still questioning what's going on. Todoroki notices his power is similar to the UA Sports Festival. He thinks to himself, saying, "This power is so familiar, where have I seen it before?" His mind clicks and realizes it's Deku. "Bakugo, I think that's Deku. Let's defeat these villains quickly." Cutting back to Deku, Deku's eyes disappear. His hair glowed yellow, then green, then yellow again. And finally, he yells out aloud. His eyes turn blue and his hair turns yellow, standing on edge. The sky shines with his yellow aura. Muscular is taken back by this transformation, but he just says, "Just because you powered up doesn't mean you'll still win," and charges at Deku. Koda is apparently alive. He landed on a ledge, but he's unable to move. He hears what's happening and wonders, why is he going so far from me? Deku just stares at Muscular. That's when Muscular gets hit by what appears to be nothing, getting sent flying. He tries to attack Deku, but Deku swiftly dodges and elbows him in the gut. Muscular backs off, clutching his gut, coughing out blood, asking, "What are you?" Deku says, "I am the hope of the people. I am what's left when no one has anything else to call on. I am the answer to all living things that cry out for peace. I am the protector of the innocent. I am the light in the darkness. I am the truth. I am and will be the #1 hero. I am Izuku Midoriya." He charges at Muscular so fast that he has no time to even react. Deku says, "Well, you've done enough harm, and now playtime is over." He charges up with Kyoto Blast, and Muscular is completely consumed by the green energy wave, which flies over the forest for everyone to see. Deku realizes he defeated Muscular, but at the cost of Koda. Deku starts to cry, but then he hears a voice and looks towards the ledge. It's Koda. Koda says that he's alive and that Deku is his hero. Deku smiles and comes down to grab Koda, and flies back up towards the ledge. Deku says, "Hey, let's get you to Aizawa, okay?" Deku flies at high speeds, meeting Aizawa and dropping off Koda. Deku told Aizawa what the League was after and told him to tell Mandalay. Aizawa runs with Koda, wondering what's up with Deku's hair. He runs off to find Bakugo to ensure his safety. Tomura and the rest realize that Deku has killed one of their men, Tomura gets angry and says, "Call off the search for Bakugo. We're searching for a kid with green hair called Izuku Midoriya." Mandalay sends a broadcast to everyone saying that they're after Bakugo and to protect him. Deku runs into Mezzo. Mezzo says, "What's up with your hair?" and, more importantly, Dark Shadow has gone out of control. Deku says never mind that, and starts to think, how can he control Dark Shadow? Then he realizes he needs light to calm it down. He increases his aura towards Dark Shadow, making him smaller and smaller to the point where he can be contained. Tokiomi thanks Deku and tells him, "We all need to find Bakugo and protect him." They run for a while and find Bakugo. Todoroki said, "We just finished fighting some of the villains." Bakugo and Todoroki follow them to the camp. As this is happening, Ochako and Froppy are dealing with Toga when she suddenly disappears. Just then, the group appears next to Froppy and Ochako. Froppy starts asking, "You're protecting Bakugo, right? Where is he?" They turn around and see that he's gone, and hear a voice, and look towards a tree branch to see a guy in a mask. They all ask, "Who are you, and where's Bakugo?" He says, "I'm Mr. Compress, and I took your friend with my magic," and shows him a blue marble in his hand. Mr. Compress didn't get the news in time that they needed Deku, so he went after Bakugo. Todoroki launches a big ice wall, which Mr. Compress just jumps into the air, dodging. Mr. Compress says, "Ha, you'll never get me." Deku says, "You underestimate us." He flies so fast that no one sees him, and he punches Mr. Compress, making him drop the marbles. He says, "Hey, Todoroki, catch!" Todoroki wonders why there is two. Mr. Compress says, "Damn you, kid." He tries the same trick on Deku. It doesn't do anything because his ki blocked it. He was taken aback by this, but then got slammed to the ground by Deku. And Deku, still bloodthirsty, shoots a ki blast, killing him. This scared everyone. Deku flied down and said, "Don't worry, I won't hurt any of you. But for some reason when I see a villain, I lash out." Todoroki helps free Bakugo, and Tokiomi explains to Bakugo what happened, and that they need to head to camp. A little after that, Momo sees a Inomo and hides. She makes a little tracking device and tells another student to use this quirk to attach it on. Toga runs to Dabi in twice, saying that she only got one, but she did meet two friends and a boy she loves on the way. Dabi then sees a large group of people. Dabi saw that they were all students, so he threw a fire attack at them. That's when Deku launched a ki blast, which hit the fire and exploded. Twice tries to hit Bakugo from behind, but Bakugo just blasted him away. Both the villains and the rest get into a fight. Toga tries to surprise attack Deku with knives, and blushing saying, "I'm Toga, give me your blood, Izuku." He snaps and grabs Toga's arms and throws her against a tree, knocking her out. Dabi and Twice know that they're outmatched, so Dabi makes a firewall, walling them in. Twice uses this opportunity to grab Toga, and retreats to the portal that opened out of thin air. Deku says, "Oh no you don't," and shoots a blast, cutting off Dabi's arms. Dabi starts screaming in pain, and they disappear through the portal. They all get to the camp knowing that everyone is safe. Deku's power fades and he falls unconscious. The last day of camp ended and everyone is happy that they returned safely to school. A meeting is going on in the principal's office. The principal says, thanks to Deku, he saved two students from harm, but he killed two villains in the process. He tells All Might, you need to talk to Izuku because heroes shouldn't kill villains. All Might obliges, but then he gets a phone call. He steps out to take it. The phone call is from Tsukuchi. Tsukuchi explains that they may have found the villain hideout, but they need All Might and the other heroes to check it out. All Might buffs up and says, I'm here to counterattack. The news outlet is reporting on the summer training camp. They're saying that no one was harmed, but two students were captured, but a kid called Izuku Midoriya saved them. Deku wakes up in bed with Class 1A around him. Meanwhile, while Deku woke up, All Might and Namosa receive the device that Momo made that will track the Nomus. All Might says, you've really grown, truly worthy to be a hero. But now, leave it to us. Deku, Todoroki, and Kirishima tell Ida about the device, and Ida says, you're gonna ask Momo to make another one so that you can track them, aren't you? Todoroki says, what if it does mean that? Ida gets a flashback to his brother telling him not to cause any trouble and leave it to the pro heroes. Quit being fools. It's just like what All Might said. There are some things that you should just leave to pro heroes. Kirishima says, well, you're right, but me, Todoroki, and Deku want to do more to help. This is none of your problems. Not even a student got captured. We should leave it that way. We stand no chance against the League of Villains. Todoroki, Deku, and Kirishima all agree with Ida's logic because they have no one to save, so they don't really have a drive to go. All Might entered the room and asked for everyone to get out so he can talk to Deku privately. All Might asked about the previous day and if he's okay. Deku says he's perfectly fine, which makes All Might happy, but All Might brings up the fact that he killed those villains. Deku says, yeah, I'm sorry when I powered up I couldn't control it against the villains. All Might asked, wait, you can transform? Yeah, I get really strong and my hair turns yellow. All Might said, can you show it to me? Deku says yes, and powers up. All Might is taken back by the power and realizes he should have given him one for all. He covers his grief about that and says, I feel great power in you. Keep going and you'll definitely achieve your goal. Tomura clutches his fist and slams it on the desk, saying, "Damn it! We lost that kid. Not to mention we lost 2 of our members, and even more who got arrested." Tomura sees Dabi's arms gone and asks what happened to him. Dabi said, "A boy with yellow hair who looked similar to the one you were yapping about over there cut off my arms before I could escape." Tomura then realized and said, "It's that damn brat. He always foils our plans. Next time any of you guys see him, kill him."
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and as we say, peace out, mortals.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe